Hey Gemini, what's shaking? I hope you're really well. This is going to be a love reading for February. My name's Madam Butterfly, if you don't already know. Thank you for stopping by. And if you like the reading, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you're a returner, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate it. So, I'll do your oracle messages at the end, okay? So you got... Now, it's a beautiful reading, okay? Let me just lay out your advice cards. I just want to start by saying, like, I've read in a couple of places that this Mercury retrograde is particularly harsh on Gemini, so if you have been feeling fucked up recently, don't worry, it's probably Mercury retrograde, okay? This relationship, whoever you're waiting on, and it's someone you already know, this is going to happen in divine timing, okay? Really try and keep the faith here. That's what basically your whole reading is about. I feel like this is some kind of test here, Gemini, because there's something to do with your life purpose here. Like, you might be creating something or changing jobs or like getting into something. And I feel like this separation with this person, there's kind of a double whammy thing happening here. Like, they've got shit to work on, but you have something you need to do, whatever it is, and it's like relating to your life purpose. But don't be worrying about this this person, because this is inevitable. Like, it's already, like, hold on, let me just check the camera. There's no way that this is not going to happen, basically, okay? And when it does happen, it's going to happen fast. But how quickly it happens seems to depend on how quickly you manage to kind of distract yourself. That's what I want to say here. Especially being a Gemini myself, the best way to interpret this is like, try and keep the faith, hold the vision of what it is that you want, and sort of try and distract yourself with whatever this life purpose thing is that you're supposed to be doing, because I feel like you already know. Don't rush into this, okay? It's all about kind of divine timing, but when it does happen, it's going to happen fast. But everything that you're doing is right. Like, you haven't done anything wrong. Like, you don't need to worry, basically. Like, stop. There's a need here to stop worrying. Because you're on the right track. You're doing everything right. You're doing everything that you're supposed to. This delay is just... it's kind of about faith, okay, because you have, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Devil card, and clarifying it, you have faith, okay? So it kind of almost feels a little bit like a test here, Gemini, which sometimes they do. They do that sometimes. You know, and it's... Okay, so your affirmation is, I have faith in the support of the universe, okay? Because I feel like you already know what this is, but there's like that Gemini brain kind of working overtime here, and it's distracting you from what you should be doing. And I don't want to lecture you, and I don't want to put you off, because I know that as soon as I hear that shit myself in a reading, I'm like, okay, bye, bitch. Not sitting here listening to you tell me what to fucking do. But that seems to be kind of the lesson here. Is kind of keep your shit together while cycles end, okay? Because that's what's happening, but I feel like it's hitting you very hard. See, you have the Ten of Swords here and the World card, okay? So things are ending, cycles are ending, and it's to do with self-love, Gemini, because there's still an element here of you're kind of projecting onto this person. They may well be doing it too, okay? In fact, I have to say, I feel like you're stronger than this other person, like in terms of manifesting. I feel like you're stronger than this person, but yeah, there's definitely kind of cycles that are ending here, and I feel like it is to do with, it's kind of this heart chakra thing of like, you know, when you're hurt, it's kind of like you're not open to proper love, you know, like real love. So that's kind of what's ending here. But they're letting you know that this is like a done deal with this person, okay? Like, there is commitment love, a future. You know, this it's been written in the stars, basically, okay? There's like marriage, commitment, engagement, moving in, you know, long-term commitment here, whatever it is you want. That's what this ending is all about here. Like this, there's a need here to focus on yourself, okay? Because Geminis have this tendency to kind of almost like melt into what other people want them to be, because it's easier to do that, right? It's just easier to do that sometimes. And also I feel like sometimes we can get caught up with this people-pleasing thing, especially if you have some kind of childhood issues about that sort of stuff. But there's kind of a warning here that this is not going to happen until you kind of hold the frame. That's what the intention is here. Like, you need to hold the frame for yourself, for who you are, because there's something important you're supposed to be doing. And because this person would, you know, this is someone who wants to marry you, take care of you. You know, they really love you, Gemini, but it would be easy to be subsumed by it, by this person. Like, it would be easy to lose yourself in this person and the relationship, and that's not your destiny here. But this person, I feel like, with the Two of Pentacles, they've got a lot of shit going on as well. They're kind of balancing stuff. You're kind of balancing stuff here, but there's something about this person that you're not seeing at the moment. And the reason that you're not seeing it at the moment is because you're not supposed to be seeing it at the moment, because you're supposed to be focusing on you. Let this person sort their shit out while you sort yours out, okay? And with the World card, so the World card is the ending of cycles, okay? The ending of like karmic lessons. You know, kind of how you perceive yourself, like what you feel your value is, all that kind of stuff. There's a need here to keep your shit together, like I was saying earlier with the Two of Swords. Like, find that inner zen, find the balance. And if you have to do that by distracting yourself in a whole bunch of ways, then do it. You know, like if you have to force yourself to sit and meditate or go for a walk, or like involve yourself in something else so that you can kind of detach yourself a little bit from this relationship, then do it at the moment, okay? Because that's what's going to bring this new beginning in. With the Three of Wands here, so the Three of Wands, there's a kind of a need here for you to think about like your future and decide what it is you want, because I almost feel you toing and froing here, because you're almost a little bit afraid, like you're almost a little bit afraid of this relationship, because I feel like you've come to a point where you have done so much shadow work and you've done so much work on yourself. It's kind of almost raised you to a point where you're almost not comfortable being so successful. Do you know what I mean? You're almost not comfortable dealing with the kind of lovely person that I feel like this is. I feel like you're almost not comfortable dealing with them. And it's almost like you're 50-50, or maybe 75-20. Like 75% of you wants to go forward with this relationship. You're trying to envision a life with this person. You know, the whole shebang, the settling down, the marriage. And then there's the other part of you that wants to run because you're not sure you're able to do it. It's kind of what I'm getting here. And you have the Three of Wands with imagination. So there's a need here to decide what it is you want and hold that frame and have faith that it will happen. I hope that made sense. And kind of almost not self-sabotage here, because with the Strength card there is a need here to find that kind of inner strength. You know what I mean? To kind of squash that inner voice that says you can't do this, you're a weirdo, like, you know, you're just gonna run, like you're just gonna fuck it up, you can't be with this person, they're too normal. And also that inner voice that's saying, you know, the reason they haven't got back to you is because they're rejecting you. That's the reason you haven't heard from them. There's a need here to kind of control your emotions. I feel like that's what you're learning here. to stay positive, and control your emotions here with the King of Cups. Because you also have patience and surrender. So this could be one of your life lessons, Gemini. Like, you need to be able to control your emotions and surrender. Stop trying to control this and let it go to the universe, okay? Because I feel like there's something you got to do. And I feel like you're already doing it, but there's a specific path that they want you to walk on. And I feel like that's what they're trying to get you on at the moment. So your person, this is interesting. Okay, so your person, I feel like, struggles with self-esteem, okay? The first thing I want to say is you might actually want to check out the Taurus reading, because Taurus are dealing with some kind of strong woman in their life. The Queen of Swords for me can often because this is your person's pile. The Queen of Swords can often represent a mother. This is essentially what Taurus got, okay? So, you know, if you think you could be dealing with a Taurus, you might want to look at it. But this person's walking away. Now, there's a couple of things here, okay? Either this person, they do generally have quite low self-esteem, I think, this person, which is another reason that there's not been a union yet. But I think you see that in yourself. It's like you're mirroring each other. But with the Queen of Swords, there's a need here for this person to start expressing themselves, to start accepting who they are and get on their true path, which is coming towards you and self-love. Okay, that's one. That'll be for some of them, but for some other people, this is a mother, or like an ex, or like some kind of strong female figure in their life who's quite critical and controlling. This person is learning to accept themselves despite criticism that they may have had in the past from this female figure, because they're going to have to walk away from this person to come towards you, okay? And what I mean by that is, like, if it is their mother or a sister or something like that, I mean, they can still keep them in their life, but they are the ones that are going to have to learn how to be dominant. Do you know what I mean? They're going to have to learn not to let this person control them. So you might want to check out Taurus's reading. They also got the Knight of Pentacles. So this person wants to come towards you with an offer, okay? I feel like they're working on their money. Again, you might want to check out Taurus's reading. You have a lot of similar cards. But they want to come towards you with a steady offer, and they're not going to come towards you till they feel like they have that. They could also be waiting on some kind of legal situation to end, okay? But they're watching you from afar, okay? Like, whether that means you already know this person in real life and they kind of watch you at work, or they see your social media, or like they're just kind of watching your energy, or they kind of almost like to replay times that they met you in their head kind of thing, but they're watching you, but they're not able to come towards you at the moment. There's some kind of third party situation here, okay, but they're not cheating on you. It's like, I feel like they might be having a family issue. And they're trying to save up some money to come towards you, okay? Because this person's showing up as the King of Pentacles, so they could be a Taurus. But they're showing up as someone who likes to be able to take care of their person, male or female, it doesn't matter. That's the kind of energy that they want to show back up with. Because there's a kind of air here of them being slightly intimidated by you. So I think, you know, this person, they're going to feel a lot better if they can come towards you with some kind of offer, like some kind of money, the moolah to back it up, you know what I mean, the dinero. But they have a lot of love for you, Gemini, like a lot. See, there's someone else, there's some kind of third party situation that's going on here, which doesn't mean that they're boning someone else. You know, it just means that they've got something else going on, like money or like some kind of family issues. What else have we got here? This is going to happen fast, yeah, get ready. Someone you already know. Yeah, this person is thinking like wedding bells. I see marriage and children with you. They think you're a soulmate. Now, this is them and you, okay? I feel like you both have trust issues. You've both been hurt in the past. You're both trying to get over this and come towards each other. They're a little suspicious of you, okay? But they are saving up money, and I do think they find you a little intimidating. It feels to me, it's kind of like once they've got their bank in order, they're going to feel a lot more confident coming towards you. Do you know what I mean? And Gemini, you might have to, at the bottom of that deck, they don't feel worthy, okay? So I think this person has some kind of fundamental self-esteem issues here, but they're not going to dump that on you. Because I feel like the way that they're going to handle it is, like, you might have to get used to this person wanting to look after you, okay? You have to decide here if that's what you want, because I feel very strongly this person's going to come in with this kind of offer. And if you don't get over these flighty tendencies, because I know myself, I do that, you know, and I think I saw it on Twitter as well recently, like, you know, when Geminis get stressed, you start thinking about where to move to. You're like, oh, maybe I'll move to this part of the country now. You're like, oh, maybe I'll move here. And I actually do that myself. So I wonder if this is kind of a pivotal part of your life where you're going to have to decide, do I love this person enough that I'm actually going to stay in one place for the rest of my life? Is this what I want? Because that's what they're going to want from you, Gem. So I feel like you're kind of getting over some trust issues here so that you can do that. You know what I mean? Because you may think you've healed, but I think they're giving you this extra time because maybe you haven't done all the healing, but I think you're doing it now. I would suspect that's possibly what's going on during this Mercury retrograde. Although I have to say, the moon has been in Capricorn, but it's shifted, so you might be starting to feel a bit better in the last couple of days, especially with this new moon that came in yesterday? The 11th. Yeah, yesterday. So near future, okay, so like maybe a couple of weeks, couple of months, something like that. Now, the Queen of Pentacles, this is tying in, I think you've got some kind of business or some kind of job, or there's some kind of baby, something that's your baby, some kind of creative thing that you've got to get off the ground. It may not be to do with work. It certainly looks like it's something to do with work or money or creation. It's gonna work, okay? Like whatever this thing is, it's divinely guided, okay? So it is gonna work, but it's all about divine timing. See, the universe is trying to give you money, Gemini. Like there's a new beginning here. Also, the Six of Pentacles, like it could be your person coming back in, but I feel like this is the universe trying to give you money. Like there's a lot of abundance coming in for you in terms of money before this relationship takes off, okay? Because there's your person coming in with their love, their cup of love. Could be a Taurus with the Hierophant there, but you have the Hierophant and the High Priestess, which is like the power couple of the deck, okay? Because the High Priestess she's the most powerful card in the deck. I'm just going to get a wee sip of water, hold on. The High Priestess is the most powerful person in the deck, you know what I mean? And I feel like this is kind of how your person views you. Like you're almost kind of ethereal to them, do you know what I mean? They've kind of put you up on this pedestal here as the High Priestess, and I feel like they're trying to level up for you, but they will, okay? And this is happening very soon. You're talking weeks or months here, Gemini. Like I would say no longer than a couple of months. And, you know, this is soulmate energy, but not only that, this is something very special when you have the High Priestess and the Hierophant together. Because it talks about your higher selves. You've kind of already it's already been written. Do you know what I mean? It's already been decided here. But I feel like you have helped this person level up here. That's maybe why there's been such a delay. And with the Five of Wands, this is, because it's such a deep connection, you guys are going to be figuring out quickly, I think, how you're going to move this relationship to the next level, because this person, they're going to want to look after you, Gemini. They're going to want to marry you. They're going to want to move in with you. They want a family. That's what this person's wanting very strongly, is what's coming across. You know, it feels to me like with the Tower there, this is going to change your whole world. This person's going to rock your world, Gemini. And it's going to happen quite fast, okay? I can see this happening within a couple of months. Now, your outcome position, you have the Hermit card here, okay? So this represents being alone for a while. The reasons why: I am the creator of my world. Confidence fills me. Creativity is abundant in me. So again, this is kind of tying in... Oh, my foot's gone to sleep. This is kind of tying in with you having to create something, okay? You're healing. The reason for this little hiatus, because you also have the Hanged Man here, so there's a little delay here, okay? And the reason for that, try not to get bitter, is you still have a little bit, or it's probably happening now, okay? You have a little bit of healing to do, but also there's something that you have to create here. Also, I feel like whatever this is that you're creating is going to allow you to hold the frame for yourself. I hope that makes sense, what I'm trying to say. Like, instead of allowing yourself to be just subsumed by this person, because they're going to want to do that. That's what I feel like. It feels like quite a kind of all-consuming energy. Do you know what I mean? I feel like with this energy, you could easily allow yourself to just give in and just be this person. Like, do you know what I mean? Almost belong to this person. But they don't want you to do that, okay? Because that's not what you're here for. So I feel like with whatever this is you're creating, it's going to allow you to hold the space and be yourself in the relationship. Do you know what I mean? So you're going to have to implement some boundaries here. But I feel like with whatever this creative project you've got going, or you're going to have going, that's going to allow you to do it, okay? You know, this is something that, again, you're creating something here. There's like a little delay while you do this creation, okay? A little bit of patience is required while you step into who you're really supposed to be, okay? Which is someone very powerful, Gemini. Someone very confident, okay? Very, like, you know who you are. You know, the Empress is someone very strong. She's someone that people naturally gravitate towards because she's so full of kind of self-love and confidence. It's almost like you're going to be kind of a shining light for other people. Do you know what I mean? And Gemini, that is part of your mission here. Like, you're supposed to entertain people and kind of bring fun and light into their world. That's part of your job. But also, I think I saw something on YouTube recently about, because we've gone into the age of Aquarius basically now, the job of Geminis is to be teachers, okay? So this is you kind of having to step into this kind of Empress energy so that you can fulfill your role. And that's when your person is going to come in with this offer, okay? It's going to be very healing. You know, it's inevitable that there will be a victory here in this relationship, you know, because you're soulmates. This is like the inevitable coming together of two people. You're just destined for each other, Gemini, you and this person. I wonder if this is you kind of stepping into a spiritual, like a higher spiritual role, and then you're going to have this person kind of come in to look after you so that they can do that. Do you know what I mean? So you can do what you're supposed to do. But, you know, you're going to have to let go of those trust issues first, Gemini, so that this person can look after you. You know what I mean? Because I feel like there's a part of you that would be like, don't fucking tell me what to do. Do you know what I mean? Like that part of you that's suspicious that, I don't know, because they're trying to look after you, they would be trying to control you. But there's a lot of peace coming in for you, Gemini, in the future. See that peace that you've kind of always been searching for, but it's like your crazy brain won't let you have it. That's coming in now, Gemini, okay? And I feel like you're going to be this person's peace too. Because you're this person's wish fulfillment. You really are. And I feel like they are your wish fulfillment. There's a lot of wish fulfillment happening at the moment, Gemini. You also got the horse, you got the ladybird, and you got, now, see if I'm saying this right, the Shekinah. If anybody knows how to pronounce that, like, tell me in the comments, okay? Because it doesn't say it in the book, and I've never heard of, I don't know how to say that, I've never heard of it. So the horse, now this is interesting because it fits in very well with what we were talking about. You are reminded that in order to honour others, sorry Jim, and let them be free, you must first respect yourself and set yourself free. So I feel like that's what's coming up for you at the moment, like you're learning to respect yourself. And with the Ladybird card, accept happiness and good fortune, because there's a lot, not only love, but there's a lot of money coming in for you too, Gemini. And the sacred self, the Shekinah. Don't feel the need to hold back or dampen your spirit. This is a time to celebrate. There is a feeling of dance and joy around you at this time as you fully recognize your splendor. You are a sacred being who defies gravity every day just by being alive and brings a sense of balance and equality to the world. So, you know, this is more about kind of, it's about celebrating yourself, Gemini. Like, I think they're giving you like a little bit of time and a little bit of space here, because I feel like you've dealt with your demons and now you're just kind of getting a couple of weeks to celebrate yourself. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like I was saying, like when this person does come in, it's going to happen fast. And I think it is going to be quite all-consuming. I feel like this person wants to consume you, Gemini. But you're going to have to hold the frame and let them not do that, because you have stuff to do, Gem. So I'm going to leave it there. Slightly weird reading, but I hope it was useful. I hope it resonated. If it did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Subscribe for me. Thank you so much for watching, and come back and see me soon, Gem. Take care.